Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I am back here with another top 5. Today, we have top 5 worst wonder weapons. This is Treyarch only zombies, so if you're expecting to see some AW or IW on here, they're not going to be here. Some of these are going to be kind of like, yeah, we already know this opinions, but I have some out there opinions, as I always do. And with the biggest out there opinion comes in at number 5. Number 5, top worst wonder weapon of all time, the Wonder Waff. I know a lot of you kind of just like paused the video and looked around like, whoa! Whoa, what? This is pretty targeted to the BO3 Wonder Waff, but I mean, the BO1 and World at War Wonder Waff still, just not a big fan. But the BO3 Waff, just, I hate it so much. Go watch any of my, like, custom round 100s or round 50s, or just some custom maps where I'm using the Wonder Waff. Every time I see it, I'm like, shit, there's no other Wonder Weapon, so I have to take it, but I hate it. Guys, just make sure you know that I hate it. I like say it every time. And then in all of those videos, I go down to it being stupid. This happens in BO1 a bit, but it's a huge problem in BO3. So if you have like a horde in front of you, and you shoot the front of the horde, it stuns the whole horde for a second, but then it kills the back 10 zombies, and then the front ones still come at you. That doesn't make any sense. If the electric effect hits them first, they should be the ones to die. Why does it go through the whole horde, knock off the back part, and then the front ones are still coming at me? So I can't use this weapon as a panic weapon. If I get cornered with the Wonder Waff, I have to spam and hope that one zombie that I shoot like 4 or 5 times doesn't get me somehow. I seriously hate this weapon. I understand there are worse weapons, but if we're going to talk about wonder weapons that I actually burning passion hate, it is the Wonder Waff at number 1, especially the BO3 Waff. And at number 4, the Wonder Waff, but not the Wonder Waff, the Death of Orion. So, the Death of Orion is the scorpion gun from the map 9. This thing is basically a Wonder Waff that watched my videos for an hour straight, so its brain's just melted, so it can't function correctly. I think the idea of the weapon's cool. Like, you get this little scorpion guy, and you know, the electric things going from his pincers to his tail, and it's really cool, and it sounds really cool. But if you want to have a fast zombies game, past round 30, don't use this. Because you shoot the horde, like you with a charge shot, and it gets the one zombie that it connects with, and he starts floating, and the effect spreads to the other ones. And then you sit there, you wait like half an hour, and then some of them die. Some of them start running at you again. It's like, I just sat here for, honestly, like, if we're gonna be real, half an hour is obviously an exaggeration. It's seriously like a good 5 to 10 seconds just to wait for something to happen. Like, it's just so bad. It seriously is a lot like the Wonder Waff, but worse. Okay, coming in at number 3, these top 3 are more kind of like, yeah, we know this opinions. Number 3 is the Winter's Howl, especially the one from BO1. Dude, the only way to use this thing is like on round 15 or 20, you shoot an entire clip at the damn horde. Like, it is insane. You just have to use so much ammo, and it doesn't have that much ammo, and it takes forever to kill them. It's a really cool wonder weapon. I really like the idea of like this handheld frost pistol thing, and it sounds cool. I really like the sound it makes, but when we're playing zombies, the look and the sound of the gun don't totally matter as much as its effectiveness. The Winter's Howl is very ineffective. At number 2, I wanted to put this number 1. I really did, because I do have a little bit of animosity towards this thing, but it's useful in co-op. It's the VR11 from Call of the Dead. So if you don't know, in co-op you can shoot your teammate and he gets a zombie blood and an insta-kill effect. It's the only way to high round in co-op Call of the Dead. You usually have a guy sitting there with an AK-74U. The guy with the VR11 shoots that guy and he just sprays down the horde because he has his personal insta-kill effect. This is still the high round strategy in solo Call of the Dead, but the VR11 kills one zombie at a time. That's why the world record for the Call of the Dead is not even round 100, which I thought about putting the Scavenger on this list because it falls off super fast, but it's very good at getting you to 50. Like, once you hit 40, you start having some trouble, but it can hardly get you to 50. And then past that, you really have to start pulling trade outs on it, but I think the Scavenger's cool. I really like it, which is why I didn't put it on here. But somehow the VR11 is super shit, but is still somehow the high round strategy on the map, which is insane to me. At number 1, we all saw this coming. There's no other weapon that comes close to how shit this thing is. It is the jet gun from Transit, and I know that there's gonna be some of you that go, wait. Statistically, the jet gun's one of the best because it can kill infinite zombies. This list is not on statistics. It is on a mix of my favorites and then how good I think it is, which can be summed up as practicality. The jet gun is the least practical wonder weapon in Call of Duty history. You have to go on adventures like out of an Indiana Jones movie to just go get each part. You build it, And then you have to pull some actual tricks, like actual trickery, to get the thing to work correctly. If you don't do the Galva trick, it's gonna break, and you have to take the parts back, build it, take it back. It takes a while to kill the zombies too. It is obviously not a good panic weapon. And the fact that you actually have to like pull some bullshit to just get it to actually work correctly, that's not good. That's a wonder weapon should be like a standout saving grace. Thank goodness I have this weapon. The jet gun's kind of like, not thank goodness I have this, it's, man, I really have nothing else. And at my honorable mention, I want to say before I say it, it was almost the KT4. I hate the KT4. The KT4 is like a dumbed down soliquifier. Just had to put that out there because it was seriously so close to getting on the list that we're going to consider that an honorable mention. But for the real honorable mention, hits the ray gun. I'm sorry, ray gun. You were awesome back in the day. Back when we only had like the flamethrower and the ray gun. Ray gun was really cool. Then we got the Wonderwaffe and we were like, ray gun's okay, but not great. It's still better than almost anything else. And then we got the Thunder Gun, and we're like, oh yeah, ray gun's like cool until round 30. Then we started getting like the ray gun Mark II, and then we got the Mark III, and it just made the ray gun look entirely worse. The ray gun's still like overall good until like round 30, but on BO3, name the last time you kept the ray gun. Like even for a few rounds, why keep the ray gun? Just get a wall weapon and put dead wire on it. Duh, it's BO3. The ray gun is the classic, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it is the mountain. It was kind of like the first, and then every other wonder weapon kind of just surpassed it, except for the random shitters we have on this list. But that is my top 5 wonder weapons. Make sure you leave your top 5, or at least just leave your worst, so that way you don't have to type out a whole top 5 if you don't want to. Also, let me know which one of my opinions you agree with or disagree with the most. I want to hear specifically opinions on the Wonderwaffe, especially the BO3 Wonderwaffe, because I always feel like I'm alone in that fight. No one talks about how shit that thing is. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.